Afternoon, everyone. Uh, I'm here to present the strategies to ensure that policies are properly monitored in every department. So, let's begin. Policy monitoring is the process by which stakeholders follow and assess policies to ensure they are developed, endorsed, enacted, and implemented as intended. Policy monitoring involves it's all about appraising the policy environment, gauging the level and quality of stakeholder engagement, documenting the progress of policy development, and the legislative endorsement of policy. Putting policies into the practice through financing and implementation, planning, and evaluating outcomes of implementation. Action planning overview and model. Action planning overview is this document helps outline some of the general leading practice strategies for establishing an action response to your engagement survey program. These suggestions are general frameworks that will need to be enhanced by the way your organization-based communication makes decision and takes action. Although your action response and should be somewhat organic to other business process. In your organization survey programs do offer the opportunity to also introduce new strategies and approaches for companies to consider in listening, discussing, and taking action based on employee feedback. So, our action planning model. The purpose is to address the feedback from the survey and construct a timeline to convert actionable information into the positive change. So the importance is that employees will judge the value of the survey based on the action taken from the survey. Then the reason why action planning is critical is our research indicates that employees who witness positive change from the survey result as twice as likely to be highly engaged versus to those who do not. Moreover, leaders and best practice organizations focus on engagement year-round by role modeling their language and behavior on a daily basis. Employee engagement, leadership performance, teamwork, communication, HR progress, quality, career growth. Business outcome, financial performance, employer retention, safety, customer patient satisfaction. Then the communicate, there are two persons, three guiding that communicate, measure, develop, and implement. So the senior leadership role, establish accountability and expectation. Department manager role and follow established action planning expectation. So, timing and step, senior leadership and department manager. There are 15 30 days. The step is communicate. Senior leadership is communicate survey result to employees, verify next step in the action planning process, set expectation, accountability, and timeline. The department manager thank them for participation, create awareness that the action planning process will begin soon. Set expectation, accountability, and timeline. The timing is 30 to 60 days. Step is develop. Meet a senior leadership team, review organizational results, and develop global action plan. Focus on identified strength and key driver for improvement. The department manager review the organizational and team-specific survey results. Meet with your team to review the results. Select key priorities for improvement. Develop action plans. Share action plan with your manager leader. So, the next is action planning development. Getting started is set up a meeting with your team. Your attitude will set the tone for the entire process. Create a climate for open dialogue about the survey result. Express a desire to improve the work culture, environment, and ask your team for their help. Involve your team in selecting the 2 to 3 organization and local issues to work on. Choose items that your team agrees on as a group and keep the action plan simple and actionable. Getting the most from the process. Survey results are about feelings. Action planning is about behavior. Changes can only occur when you identify the behaviors that lead to feeling. The goal is to identify behaviors that have led to negative feelings and behavior that will lead to positive feelings. Solutions shall come from your team. An action plan can only be successful if your team believes in it. Let them offer the best approaches to improvement. Then, get in the most process. Action planning can be difficult. It can feel easy because your team is helping decide on the issue to address and providing you with a way to address them. But it can be difficult because you may hear harsh feedback. Don't get defensive. Mentally prepare yourself to stay completely open and receive of both negative and positive feedback. Employee may avoid giving you honest, usual feedback. An action plan can only be successful if your team believes in it. Let them work together to determine the best approach to improvement. If the issues need to attention include survey items about you, surveytion, it is not recommended that you try to facilitate action planning. It is far less likely to work. Then, getting the most process. Give your team a safe environment. Let the team nominate someone within the group to document suggestions for how you can improve your behaviors and or the work environment. In some cases, you may ask a non-based third party, such as HR, to help by facilitating this discussion. If the issues is need of attention are not about you, surveytion is you might consider being involved, but you know when to leave the process, facilitate the discussion, mostly listen and guide the group back on course if they get far off topic. Don't ever judge and encourage silent, observe to make suggestions without putting them on the spot. Once the team has worked through this exercise, begin to develop an action plan following these 4 simple steps. First, clearly define the opportunity for improvement. 2, or second, determine any potential cases for the opportunities for improvement and focus on the most probable case. Third, outline a desired outcome and discuss solution. Fourth is develop the action plan with action step, ownership, and timelines. Importantly, remember to develop SMART action plans. Or action plans need to be specific, measure, achievable, relevant, and time-based. SMART is specific. Can you define the step to reach the goal? Measurable. How will you show improvement? Achievable. In this something you have control over. Relevant. Does it relate to the issue and hand? Time-based. What is your time limit? If your action plan does not address each of these criteria, then it is less likely to deliver your intended result. Also, regularly review your action plan to determine progress and necessary changes. Once priorities have been established, preliminary written action plans should be developed using knowledge now, which is outlined in the next section. Thank you, and God bless everyone.